So tell the people we are now married and we are getting ready to go on our honeymoon. And what is the first thing that you pack?
I was proud. I walked over with my little gold packages, magnums. I was like, ta-da. Putting them in the suitcase, babe. He was like,
It's been 2 long years, and so we got condoms in the bag. Let's go.
But it was almost, we've been married and back from the honeymoon almost a year.
Yeah.
Before I was discussing it with my coworker, and she was like,
don't just say coworker. Y'all were friends. Like that.
Okay.
Don't just say coworker. That is like y'all were talking about that at work.
No.
Like, y'all were friends.
We were friends. And I don't talk to her all the time, but whenever I see her, she was like, I'm sorry. You're married and you're having sex with condoms? I was like, yeah. How else he gonna do it? She was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. I said, I
do. It was a phone call for me.
Because my mom said, if you don't want to have a baby, you wear a condom. So wear a condom. And she was like, hold on. Mike.
I'm at my good job. And get this phone call with this foolery. And what did she say?
You haven't protected sex with your wife? He was like, hey, as long as I'm getting it. It don't matter.
It had been a long 2 years. But I
didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And quite frankly, that's not what we were taught.
I really didn't know.
Yeah, I get it. And I won't even say I knew. I didn't know either, right? And so we give you a hard time, but I didn't know either. It wasn't anything bad. It was what we were used to. Like we used them prior to us getting married. And then even though we had the 2-year break, the 2-year rededication to to the Lord and celibacy, if you will, for those 2 years, it still was something that we weren't accustomed to. We weren't used to. And so I get it 100%.
Do you remember what she teased me about after that?
Ooh, I don't.
And I was so worried about it. She was like, you've never had sex without a condom? And I was like, nope. She was like, oh, you've never experienced the plug.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, what?
What is that?
I was like, well, I don't want the plug. That sounds like something I'm going to get when I'm pregnant. What? What is the plug?
Possibly.
She was like, oh, you'll, like, when you don't have on a condom, that'll happen. And then it's in there, but it's got to come out. It's going to come out like in a plug. And so the first time I was like, I'm so scared. I don't know. When's it going to come out? Like, is it going to be everywhere? Is it, like, what do I do with it?
What do you do?
Do I scoop it up? She was like, oh my God.
She was
I remember calling her. I was
so
like,
green.
I was like, no plug came out. What's going to happen? My plug.
Pregnant. Not joking. She's not. The thing is, we birth control in different forms, right? And that worked for us, right?
Yeah.
That worked for us as far as like you choosing to be on birth control prior to, just based off of
my cycle.
So that made it easy for us to not have to worry about getting pregnant. And so a lot of people,
I was in birth control. I think junior year in high school.
Yeah. But it was more so for health reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it made it easy for us to be able to pull not wear them, if you will.
Pull the plug. I didn't get the plug. Oh, I was so worried about it.
And so but right, we're early into the marriage, and
hold on, I have a question.
Oh.
Do you remember what else happened that we didn't know about condoms? And this will go to our paid subscribers.
Oh God, yes. I won't do that to you here. Yeah. That would be a in the car conversation, because she's gonna be embarrassed. I'll probably hit y'all on Patreon to tell y'all that story. But yeah. Well, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Okay. We may not have, we don't want to. Our parents are not going to pay for the Patreon side, so they won't hear that portion. That we can say what they can hear over here. Right?
Okay,
that'll work. So let's go on now, because of our growing up differently from an aspect of what sex meant, what it did. We also had a different ideology of frequency, right? So that was a I won't say issue, but that was a hard conversation early in the marriage. I'm so glad we're over that.
Word choices.
Huh?
What a word choice.